Hello, welcome back to Planner Apocalypse. Today we're going to be doing a very late review of the TUL teacher planner from Office Depot or Office Max. I think they merged. So I think it's just called Office Depot now, but since it is a planner and also a disc-bound planner, I wanted to take a look at it. I bought this last year when it was on clearance with the intention to review it, and I never got around to filming until a year later now. So now that it's August and we're heading into back to school season, I thought it would be appropriate to take a look at now. All TUL planners, for what I can remember, come with this thingy here. It's not paper, so it's really hard to take off. This is an 8.5 by 11 disc-bound planner. It's been sitting around for a year, like I said, so it's got marks on it. You have the year printed in white on the cover. I opted for the pink one. I believe last year there was also a gray one. I'm not entirely sure what colors are available this year, but I will put up a screenshot up here now. And I am pretty confident that they won't be doing much to the interior design of the layouts of the planner, so that's why I'm using last year's version. If somebody has actually bought the 2023-2024 version and there are differences, please leave a comment and point out what differences there are. With that being said, let's move ahead. So immediately, this again is an 8.5 by 11 planner from TUL. It's a disc-bound thing. It is on, I think, 1-inch discs, which is pretty impressive for, you know, a full year with extras. So it says that it includes page markers on like a plastic bookmark, a pocket divider or folder kind of thing, and a ruler. All of these things are true. There are stickers, a grade book, weekly lesson plans, monthly calendar pages, and it is a 12-month planner which goes from July to June. So whether you start your school year in July or if it's, you know, you're just getting ready to start like the wind up going back into school in July, you know, you're covered. I was, up until last year, I was a homeschool mom, and so I had bought this with the kind of curiosity of like, how can I make this fit a homeschool parent type situation? I am not a teacher. So that being said, that's the kind of lens that I'm coming from. Homeschool mom, just planner nerd in general, and I like seeing what layouts people are using nowadays. So the cover is a really nice kind of rubberized coated plastic, I'm guessing. It's very thick. It's a soft touch. It feels really nice. I'm pretty sure that this white stuff will come off with if you use like pure acetone, or what you can do if you don't like that, you can put a sticker over it, or you can take the cover off and then switch the front and the back covers so that this is on the inside here. That's, you know, and if you get an out-of-date version or if you want to continue using these covers, because they're pretty sturdy. I'm sure it's going to mark up really awfully. Like, as you can see, we've got some dirty spots here. I don't know if that's going to come off easily or not. I'm not too concerned right now. Inside the planner, as promised, we do get a bookmark full of page flags in various colors and shapes and sizes. So that's really nice. We do get all of these stickers, just one sheet of teacher specific planner stickers that I'm sure fit, you know, the monthlies they've got going on, but I guess we'll find that out in a minute. And if you do put this on the top disc, it does act as another bookmark, because we have the rack here as another bookmark. So that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could use this in a half-letter disc-bound book if you wanted to, since it's got 7 disc punches. This is my happy planner / whatever custom. It does stick over the edge. And we're gonna check a mini. This is a mini happy planner that I have not used, and it fits perfectly. It looks cute, and there we have it. So you can use this in a lot of different disc-bound books if you so desire. and it will fit and stick over the edge quite nicely. So there's the stickers. So the nameplate, or whatever you want to call this page, opening page, has the school year overview. It just says teacher planner. One thing about the TUL designs is that they are very minimal, but not like a fancy minimal, like a corporate minimal. So it's not bad. I've definitely seen worse, but if you like prettier minimal, like cloth and paper, you know, just keep that in mind that this is a little bit more basic. So it's got the school year overview, name, school year, grade level, room number, school address, phone, fax, principal, websites to remember, you know, the URL, username, password, notes. You have space for 6 of them. And then you have a space for a classroom theme / inspiration notes and a full page of notes for the back. You have the, again, this is the 2022 to 2023 planner. So we are a year behind, but you would get, you know, the 1 year reference here as a full calendar, and then the 2nd year reference here as a full year. Even though you're starting in July and going to June, you do get both full years in the overview. Then we have holidays and special dates starting in July of the year that you buy this and ending in June of, you know, the included year. Birthdays, we've got, you know, July to June on one sheet. So one thing I forgot to mention, the tabs for the planner are foil printed and they are covered in Mylar. I think it's Mylar. They're like laminated tabs, but the stock is just the regular paper stock. So if you wanted to reuse your tabs, you're not going to be able to do that. If you don't care about like decorative stuff, this might be a really good way to go. So after all of the dates stuff, you have seating chart, and you have a tab specifically for it. Again, this is made of just the regular paper, and you get 8 pages for seating charts. And then you have a tabbed start for attendance, for classroom absentee / tardiness log with columns for date, student name, reason, and if you know, note with a checkbox if they bring in a note. And you get 6 of those. You have the year plan tab over here. So this is for your yearly overview if you want to map out like a broad overview of what you want to teach your kids, whether that is in homeschool or in a classroom, starting in July and ending in June. So it's literally just a 2-page overview, so very broad, and then you get a full page of notes, double-sided, and then you hop into your monthlies. So again, there is no preamble to these tabs. The tab is right on the paper. So if you don't like a whole lot of extra bulk with cardstock tabs or whatever, you know, this is pretty cool. So you get the monthly overview page here, because again, this is, you know, you're going to be opening right up to the thing. You have a space for, it says goals. You have a monthly to-do list, emails to send. You can easily white this out or use a sticker to relabel all of these items. And then you have a 2-page calendar spread starting on Sunday. The boxes are lined for those of you who like having some structure. There's a spot for a to-do list, and then you get the month prior and the month moving forward over here, which I don't care for that myself. You do have split boxes, so if you're redating, if I was going to be using this, you know, you would have to white out the split as well, you know, if that was relevant. And it's literally just the monthly. So you have the monthly overview for pre-planning, you have your dated calendar, and then you have notes. That's it for the monthly section. Any of the weekly stuff is going to be in the lesson plan section up ahead. So it just goes through all 12 months the same way. So we're just going to hop over to June. There's nothing special about, you know, how the year ends as far as the calendar year. There's also nothing special about how June ends. It just ends. So then we have the lesson plans, which would be your weekly spreads, I guess. I am not going to count all of these, but I'm going to assume that there is enough for the whole year. That's a lot. So the tab opens with the lesson plan year overview. And so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 18. I don't know if you're supposed to multiply that by 2 because, you know, like, I'm not sure what the thicker lines, like the bold lines, are for exactly, because I feel like there's more than 18 weeks in a school year. There's 52 total in a year. So, like, are you supposed to, I don't know. Teachers, please explain. But you have columns for dates, semester, subject, and concept or theme. And then you move into your weekly lesson plan, which has a vertical day of the week thing, and then your subjects and time over here. That's opposite from, say, the Happy Planner teacher planner, because they have their, you know, Monday through Friday over here and the subject on top. And I think the Erin Condren planner has it like that too. I personally prefer it this way, where the days of the week are going across the top. There is no space for any weekend stuff. So if you wanted to mishmash with your work and personal life in the same planner, it's not going to work out for you. I don't know why you would put it on a lesson plan thing, but yeah. So that's all of this stuff is lots and lots. And then it doesn't have like a proper ending. It just goes Monday, Tuesday, and then you're done. So the next section we've got a tab for is grade book. And, you know, you've got your name, you got the assignment, and all the little boxes to check off and such. And you have quite a few pages of those. You have 16 pages for the grade book. Then you have student info. So this is student/parent contact info, and it's 2468 per page, and you get 10. So that's like 80 students or parents. So if you have a kid with a split family, or if you want to just keep track of like all of their parents and guardians and stuff like that, you have enough space, hopefully. Student health info is part of the student info tab. So you might want to use one of your page flags to separate the two types of spread. This is for allergies, medications, emergency contact, or other notes about their health that you need to make to be aware of. You got 4 of those. And, you know, one nice thing is that they are in black and white. They're very crisp. So if you needed to, you could just run off a copy and make extra copies. Another thing in the student info is the classroom behavior tracker. So you have the date, student name, incident, and consequence or reward, if you want to do positive reinforcement. And then parent communication, whether it's a phone call, email, in person, or a conference. And then you've got 10 of those. And then the next tab we have, and the final tab actually, is field trips. It's field trip ideas here, but field trips on the tab. Okay. So you have 1 per month, and it's theme, location, date, time, cost, and then notes on the bottom. And that repeats for a while. I kind of wish that they would just have not put a month on it, because I feel like having to do it like, oh, well, it's September, let's brainstorm ideas for September. I feel like that's a little bit silly. I would have either left it completely blank or made a whole sheet of July and a whole sheet of August. I probably just would have made it blank myself. But anyway, you get 4 of those. And then you have the field trip planner, which is a more detailed expansion of, you know, whatever choice. So destination information, location name, address, contact name, phone number, email, notes, travel information, date, number of students attending, travel time, transportation, whether it's via bus, if you're walking or taking personal cars. You're going to depart from the school at what time, arrive at location at what time, depart from location at what time, arrive back at school at what time, and then any notes. And then you've got spots for chaperones. You can have, there's 4, unless you want to tack on sticky notes and all this other stuff. And then you have notes for lesson goals to cover, which I appreciate. So you get 8 field trip planner things, and then you get the rest are notes. You get 10 notes pages, and then you get this map of the United States for area codes and time zones. And then you have a world map, and then here's your ruler. And here is your pocket folder. And it's very nice. It's pretty sturdy. It's plastic, so that means it's going to be sturdier than the paper ones, the cardstock ones from Happy Planner. And it holds a full letter sheet, unlike the Happy Planner folders. So that gets an A+ for me, because you can't fit hardly anything in those like Happy Planner folders. I hope they do better with that. You have, TUL kind of, embossed on the back. The discs are translucent pink. That is it. That's the look at the TUL Teacher Planner. If you notice any differences, if you do have the 2023 to 2024 year planner, because again, this is a year old, let us know what we are missing out on. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comments, and thanks for watching. Bye!